Welcome. In a significant development with potentially far-reaching economic consequences, a United States trade court has delivered a major legal blow to President Donald Trump's trade policies. The U.S. Court of International Trade has ruled that President Trump exceeded his authority by implementing widespread tariffs using emergency powers. This decision invalidates numerous tariffs imposed during his second term, particularly those targeting major trading partners like China, Canada, and Mexico. The court's ruling centers on the use of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA. The three-judge panel found that the administration overstepped its bounds, asserting that the U.S. Constitution explicitly grants Congress the power to regulate commerce and impose tariffs. The court stated that the IEEPA cannot be interpreted to grant the president unbounded tariff authority. Specifically, this ruling strikes down the sweeping baseline tariffs applied to goods from most countries, and perhaps more notably, the targeted tariffs against China, Canada, and Mexico, which the administration had justified by citing national emergencies related to issues like fentanyl trafficking. The court argued these tariffs did not directly address the cited emergencies and represented an overreach of executive power. The legal reasoning is crucial here. The court emphasized the separation of powers, a cornerstone of the U.S. legal system. It determined that allowing a president to unilaterally impose such broad tariffs would effectively be an unconstitutional delegation of Congress's legislative power. The judges, notably appointed by different administrations, concluded that these specific tariffs fell outside the scope of powers granted to the president, even under emergency declarations. As you might expect, the reaction has been swift. The White House has strongly pushed back, criticizing the decision and emphasizing the president's commitment to using executive powers to address what it deems national emergencies. This sets the stage for a potential appeal, meaning the final word on these tariffs is likely yet to come. For businesses and consumers, this ruling injects both relief and continued uncertainty. Companies that have been grappling with the high costs imposed by these tariffs may see a path to reduced expenses. However, the possibility of an appeal and the general volatility in trade policy mean long-term planning remains challenging. Financial markets, which have been sensitive to tariff news, will be watching these developments very closely. This ruling also throws a wrench into ongoing and future trade negotiations. How will countries like China, Canada, and Mexico react? Will they see this as a sign that the U.S. must now negotiate through different channels, or will they wait for the legal process to play out fully? It certainly complicates the landscape for U.S. trade policy. In summary, the U.S. Court of International Trade has delivered a powerful check on executive authority in the realm of trade. By ruling that President Trump exceeded his powers with sweeping emergency tariffs, the court has invalidated significant levies and created major waves for U.S. trade policy. While this is a significant setback for the Trump administration's agenda, the legal battle and its economic repercussions are far from over. We will continue to follow this story as it develops.